Hey there guys, and welcome to another video on Charlie Foxtrot, an Only War 40k TTRPG. So, the first thing I want to go into very quickly is I want to lay down the details of how the show's going to work. There's basically going to be two different shows running on this overall campaign. The first one is going to be a show for my role player friends and people I know, people I'm acquainted with, who are in their own roleplay shows, and the creators, Twitch streamers, etc. And that's going to be on Thursdays. I'm going to run 2 time slots for that, which is 7 p.m. UK time, it's 2 p.m. EST. For other time zones, you're going to have to figure it out yourself, I'm afraid. And 12 a.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. EST, basically midnight in the UK. The reason I'm doing this is not because I want to run 2 shows on the same day, it's because I want to be reasonably flexible for people in Europe and for people in the US. So hopefully we'll be able to cater to everyone and not have people go too far out of their way to make a show. The way this is going to run is it's going to be creators, role players, etc. will sign up for 2 episodes at a time. So it's the campaign is going to revolve around the regiments and the war, and the things you do in the campaign are going to affect what the things you do in your sessions will affect what happens in the overall campaign, and you'll see things kind of play out. The classic details, the classic example that I use is my good friend Peach Pixelate could lose a bunker that you captured in your session. So in your session, you go out, you assault and secure a bunker, you lay defenses. Later on down the line, Peachy and his group, they move into the bunker, they defend it for a couple of episodes, they lose it. All of these types of things can happen. So, yeah, the most important thing to know as a creator, role player, Twitch streamer, whatever, is you can get in contact with me and say I'd like to sign up, and we'll talk about dates and times and etc. If you're already a role player in a group that's interested in signing up as a group, same thing. We can sort you guys all out as a group. You can play as a group. I'm perfectly happy to do that. And yeah, you only have to sign up for a couple of episodes. So it's not like a big commitment where you're going to be in a season or 2 seasons, 12 episodes, 24 episodes, or even just an unlimited campaign. You can sign up, play a couple of episodes. If you want to come back as the same character or a new character, if you enjoyed yourself, whatever, I'm perfectly happy to talk about that. Aside from that, the things you're going to need is a decent microphone, a cam, a good camera. As I said, perfectly happy to welcome groups of people if you want to sign up as a group of streamers or a roleplay group who does another show. Perfectly happy for that. If you are going to sign up as a group, I'm going to need a minimum of 2 people, maybe 3. What I mean to say is you can't sign up and be like, hey Sheepy, I want to sign up, but only I'm playing, kind of thing. So, yeah. So that's the basics of it. Yeah, if you want to contact me, my business email is contact.sheepdog@gmail.com. Please feel free to email me if you want to go down that route. Also, you can send me a message on Discord. I'm perfectly happy to have that. Or even on Twitter, although I think you need to be following each other for Twitter. I'm not entirely sure how the DMs and that work. I try to stay off Twitter. But yeah, so that's all the details really that you need to know. If there's anything else, obviously when you contact me, you can ask questions. Perfectly happy to answer them. The second part of this, so that's everything needed for those of you who are Twitch streamers and showrunners or members of show, role players, etc. For those of you who are regular viewers or just someone who's interested in TTRPGs, specifically Warhammer 40,000, and have always wanted to play in Warhammer 40,000, maybe you've seen me GM a different show. I GM a few 40k shows from time to time, and people seem to enjoy them. I don't know. I am running a viewer game. So the plan for the viewer games is I'm going to be running them, I think Saturdays or Sundays. I'm not entirely sure. I want to leave a couple of weeks for that, at least, from the start of the original show, which I now realise I never mentioned. So the plan for the first show is going to be the 8th of May. So on the 8th of May, we're going to have our first show, and it's going to go from there. So, everyone write that down, and just, put a little reminder in your phone or computer so it beeps up. So yeah, the viewer games I want to do a few weeks after. I just want to see how things go. I want to give people a chance to sign up so I have an idea of how many people are interested in playing in a couple of episodes. It will be live streamed. I don't require cams for the viewer games. So for viewer games, you're going to need a microphone. I'll welcome groups. I'll welcome individuals. We will, if you sign up by yourself and you're just wanting to play 40k, I will put you with some other people and we'll sort out a game and sort out times and all that kind of thing. Again, with either the Sunday or Saturday show, whenever it ends up being, because I'm more free on the weekends, I'm going to have it at the same times as well. So 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. EST, and 12 a.m. UK time, 7 p.m. EST. I'm doing this so that, again, Europe and US times, it basically gives enough leeway that most people should be able to make one of those times and not, have to be up really late or anything like that. So yeah, as I said, no cam needed. I will probably stick in some portraits, maybe have a little indicator of who's talking and that type of thing, and just leave it at that. So that's the general plan. Now, it's something that I've been debating with myself, and I think the way I'm gonna do it is everyone who is already a Patreon, people who are already a Patreon, you are eligible if you're $5 or more, or if you've been a Patreon for a long time. You are eligible for a session of two sessions to play. I've discussed this with my Patreons, and I've mentioned this to quite a few people who have signed on to play in a session, well, in the 2 sessions. And the thing I can't really do is I can't say to people, you can sign up as a Patreon for $5 and have 2 sessions, because I think at the end of the day, it's going to be too easy to mess with that system. So if you sign up as a Patreon now, in a month or 2 maybe, you might be able to get a game, but I can't just automatically let people sign up as a Patreon and then offer them this viewer game, because, I feel like there's going to be people who will just sign up specifically to play Charlie Foxtrot and then cancel their Patreon, to kind of not really cheat the system even, but what I'm basically going to do is, the Patreon thing is the main idea was always for it to be a thank you for those people who were and have been my Patreon for quite a long time. I never feel like I do enough on the Patreon side of things to be hey, thanks for supporting me monthly, it's really appreciated. So this was supposed to be a thank you, and we've had a few people sign up, on the idea of I enjoy your videos, but also this Charlie Foxtrot thing sounds amazing. And when I announced it, we had some people signing up and that kind of thing. I think it's fine because it's been a while now, and they've been patrons for a while now. But what I'm gonna do is, it seems like, just in case there are people who are really interested in the idea, would really like to be in the show, and would really like to, get GM'd by me for whatever reason in 40k, What I'm going to do is, for 2 sessions, which is just the standard sign up, I'm going to, I guess charge is the right word. It sounds a bit weird saying that. But I'm going to charge basically $20 per person for 2 sessions. What this basically means is that even if people like sign up and then cancel later or can't be asked to do it, it just, a lot of work has gone into doing Charlie Foxtrot, and I want to make it available to people who are interested in playing it, but I don't want to be in the regular situation where we have a plan for a viewer game, I'm going to stream it, and then people don't turn up, and also it is a lot of work, and I've put a fair amount of money into the art and the music and the layout of it and everything. A fair amount of money has gone into Charlie Foxtrot, and plus having, spending extra time to run these shows, I feel like, $20 isn't too bad for 2 sessions. I'm completely happy with you, if you've got 4 people you want to sign up with for 2 sessions, I'm completely happy with you, contributing, I think that'd be $80, and saying, I want to play with 3 friends. I'm perfectly happy with that. So, if you've got a group of friends you want to all play together in my campaign for a couple of episodes, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to do that. The link is going to be Streamlabs, because that turned out to be the easiest way to do this. I do have a PayPal, but it's my own personal PayPal, and I don't really want to be throwing that around. I'll leave the contribution. I'm going to call it contribution. It sounds better than donation because it's not really a donation. It's more like mix of support and contributing to the show to get into games or to have a game, So I'm going to leave that link in the description. I'll also put it in my Discord. Basically, the best thing you can probably do if you're interested in Charlie Foxtrot is go check out the Discord. I'll be putting stuff in there. Secondary is probably Twitter. I will put things up on Twitter in regards to Charlie Foxtrot, as and when I can. But yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. The only other thing to say is that I've basically been saying, in the last couple of videos I did, I'm like, oh, there's 2 or 3 more videos, there's 1 more video after this one, etc., etc. There is going to be 1 more Charlie Foxtrot video. It's not an informational video. So keep an eye out for that, because it's something a little bit different, and I think it's going to be very interesting. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. And yeah, this has been a lot of work, so I'm a little bit tired, I'm a little bit stressed out, but I've been enjoying myself immensely working on Charlie Foxtrot, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So, reiteration, 8th of May, first main campaign show with Twitch streamers, creators. I need to come up with a good way to describe that, but you guys know what I mean. You've got the kind of show where it's Twitch streamers and YouTubers and show RPGers, I guess is a good way to describe them. And that's going to be on Thursdays, either 7 p.m. UK or 12 a.m. UK, and then viewer games will organise for the weekends. $20 for 2 sessions. Contribute via the Streamlabs link. Requirements for the regular show guests: decent microphone, camera, pretty much. You'll have to get in the Roll20 as well, but you should have a computer. Same for the viewers, except for you don't require a camera. I know there are a lot of people who would hesitate to be, as viewers, to be on stream and that with a camera. Not everyone feels comfortable with it. Perfectly acceptable. When I stream, I don't use a camera. But, yeah, microphone is a necessity. So don't don't sign up thinking, you know, I don't have a microphone, but I'll just type in the chat or something like that. Like, definitely need to have a microphone. And yeah, the only other thing to say is one more video coming. Might be a little while till it comes out, so don't expect it in the next couple of days. Probably be like a week or two at least. And yeah, I hope you enjoy Charlie Foxtrot. It's going to be a lot of fun.